Welcome back, everybody. Matt and the Bat here. Hope you're doing well. Today is June 14th, 2023, which means today is the 10th anniversary of Man of Steel, the first movie to start the DCU, starring Henry Cavill, Amy Adams, Michael Shannon, Russell Crowe, Diane Lane, and Kevin Costner. I do like Superman. Superman isn't my number one or number two. I would think that's Batman and Spider-Man. When I grew up with Superman, I was in the Christopher Reeve movies. Superman Returns with Brandon Ross. I watched Smallville for 10 years. And then Man of Steel came out in 2013. And I think this is the best DCU movie that has come out in the past 10 years. Now, once again, when I say DCU movie, just remember that does not include the Nolan movies. Those were before the DCU. Those do not include the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. That's in another universe. That doesn't include the Batman with Robert Pattinson. That's in another universe too. If you look at the DCU movies, I still say their first one, Man of Steel, is their best one to this day. Just like with the first Iron Man movie for Marvel MCU. I still would say that Iron Man is in their top 3, top 4 best MCU movies. But this movie, I know we've seen Superman movies before, but I would say I thought this movie really changed up the formula enough. You still have your moments like Krypton blowing up at the beginning. You still have, Jonathan Kent dying at one point. You still have him becoming Superman. But they also did stuff in this movie that kind of changed it up enough that it felt something new, something different. The action in this movie is better than any Superman movie we've seen. Maybe because that's the special effects. CGI has come a long way by that point. They've been able to more visually give us something that truly says Superman. Like the weight of his powers are finally realized on screen. Before, something we've never seen prior. I think you got to see, right in the last hour of that movie, between the battle in Smallville with Zod and his henchmen, and then the battle in Metropolis. Visually, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of action in that last hour that sometimes might give you a little bit of a headache, but it's something we've never seen before on screen, visually like that. Right then, the whole first 20 minutes of this movie dealing with Krypton, on Krypton. That was the first time we've seen Krypton fully realized in a movie. Between not just the wardrobes, but the political side, the landscape of Krypton, the animals on Krypton, the way their use of technology, their beliefs. I mean, even in that first 20 minutes, we got more of a sense of Krypton than in any other iteration of Superman. I wish they kind of made a prequel that only dealt with Krypton. I think that would have been an excellent movie. Of the flashbacks throughout this movie, I think there are moments where I think the flashbacks should have been a little bit spaced out a little bit more. But I think the flashbacks are very important. Especially the scene with Jonathan Kent, played tremendously by Kevin Costner. Talk about brilliant casting. Way before Yellowstone. Even though he's done westerns before that, him being Jonathan Kent working on a farm was brilliant casting. And Diane Lane. And they both have great chemistry together too. Jonathan Kent giving all his wisdom, when Clark is what should I have done? Let him die? The kid's on the bus. And the dad's like, maybe. I mean, that's a powerful thing to say. Yeah, maybe those kids should have died in order not to reveal your secret. You know, sacrifice has to be made. That's pretty dark. Well, I think Henry Cavill, he is the best Superman. I'm sorry. A lot of people like Christopher Reeves. A lot of people like Brandon Ross. Hey, I like Brandon Ross too. When he was a clone of Christopher Reeves. Hey, even Tom Welling was good on Smallville. But Henry Cavill is Superman. He embodies Superman. He literally is the physicality of a Superman. I mean, you look at him and you go, yeah, that's Superman. Even if he wasn't wearing the suit, you just look at him and go, yeah, that's Superman. If you were going to cast Superman tomorrow, Henry Cavill is Superman. But not just that, but his mannerisms, his acting range. When he has scenes with Russell Crowe, when he has scenes with Michael Shannon's Zod, Amy Adams. I mean, he works. And I'm so mad we never got a true sequel to Man of Steel. Batman v Superman we got, but that was Batman, Doomsday, Wonder Woman, a scene of the Flash. It wasn't a true Superman sequel. And I think, down the road, I think people are going to really realize you should have got a Superman sequel. The Flash comes out this week. I really, really do hope Henry Cavill at least has one scene that kind of bookend. Since this is the 10-year anniversary of Man of Steel, and this is going to be the end of the DCU, to have Henry Cavill show up, that would be a nice bookend. The Man of Steel, The Flash. The closing of the DCU. Amy Adams. Amy Adams is one of my favorite actresses of all time. I think she did a great job in this movie. And I loved how they give Lois Lane something to do in this movie. Now, Batman v Superman and Justice League, she didn't do that much. But here in this first movie, they give her a true detective, a reporter, going after a story, interviewing people, learning about this Man of Steel, this Superman guy. I really like it. And, Lois Lane, Amy Adams is a great actress. Actually, I remember when they were casting Man of Steel, I said I could see Amy Adams, or, funny enough, Rachel McAdams as Lois Lane. And I was thinking they went with Amy Adams. My first pick was Rachel McAdams, actually, not Amy. But I was thinking that didn't happen. Still, Amy Adams was great. I know they're making a new Superman movie, and they were going with a little bit older Lois Lane. Rachel McAdams would have been perfect, even now, as Lois Lane. Amy Adams is great in this movie. Like I said, this cast of this movie is excellent all across the board. Henry Cavill, Amy Adams, Kevin Costner, Diane Lane, and Martha Kent. That was another awesome casting choice. She's perfect for that role. Russell Crowe as Jor-El. I mean, come on. Maximus as Jor-El, the father of Superman. That was brilliant. And the way they use Russell Crowe, like in the original, you always see Marlon Brando in the beginning, and then the little icy thingy. Here, they found a way to use him more throughout the movie, and it worked. And Russell Crowe really brought that presence and that authority as Jor-El. We get to Zod, Michael Shannon. I think he's still the best villain that the DCU has ever gave us. He's complex. You understand where he's coming from. His only mission in life, his only duty in life, is to protect Krypton. The people of Krypton, no matter what. That's his only agenda. That's his only, almost like his only programmed thing to do. And it's kind of tragic that, that's just what he had. That's what he's born to do. Protect Krypton. So, I mean, it really was an interesting and complex villain. And Michael Shannon being such a great actor was able to bring that to the table. Like, visually, this movie is stunning. The stuff on Krypton, the stuff in the ice in the Arctic, when Superman is coming out of the space thingy, when he's walking out, and when he's on the snow, and, this visually, even the stuff in the battle in the end, visually, the post 9 the 9/11 feel when the city is getting destroyed. Brings back a lot of 9/11 moments. Perfect. Really. Did they have some minor issues? Yeah. I think some of the flashbacks chewing too close together. Could have spread those out a little bit more. I think the action, there's a lot of it. That's another thing, you could have spaced that out a little bit better. Not go from the Smallville action scene to the Metropolis action scene right away. There's a lot of stuff going on at once. Near the ending, after, I think the scene when Superman kills Zod and he's kneeling down and he's screaming, perfect. I wish they went that a little bit longer with that, and then they cut out that scene next where he's in the middle of nowhere, the satellite comes down, and the little army girl's like, oh yeah, he's so hot. I wish they cut that scene out. I think what he brought to this was he knew what he was doing, he knew what he wanted to bring to this. His iteration, his visual style, his vision is very much in this movie. And of course, the Hans Zimmer score is perfect. I mean, that music for the Superman theme, I mean, that's a slow start, and then as it ramps up as he's flying, perfect. And you would have thought, how are I going to do a better Superman theme than John Williams, who did the original for Christopher Reeves? That is such iconic music. And how are you going to compare to Christopher Reeves' Superman theme? And I think Hans Zimmer did a great job. And then even with the Zod's theme, that really pounding, intense, it worked. So yeah, even the music in this movie, the score, is excellent. Have you seen Man of Steel in the past 10 years? Are you going to watch it this week, today, tomorrow, before you go see The Flash? Let me know in the comments below. Matt the